What up, though, and welcome back to another episode, man. This is your boy MNG, and we had another reaction video, and I am very excited about this. I'm excited every week that I do these episodes for Meet2Marry. I love the setup. I love how they have a coach. I enjoy everything about it. Now, this is one that I've kind of been waiting for. So this is kind of when they brought Tamara back, and I'm kind of interested in how her and I believe the professor is going about their relationship. I'm not sure if both of them is in this one, and they're talking to the coach and everything, or is it just her by herself? Last time they had the professor by himself talking to the coach. So I'm interested at what point in time they're going to bring them both together to have the conversation. Hopefully this is that episode, but if not, then it's good to just see her. I think she's a vibe. I think they actually, I said it before in the episode that the professor was in, that they actually made a good connection. The only problem was that she had the kids and he just wasn't in that stepdad era. But I really felt like they had a strong vibe and they would have a great connection and probably build a very long lasting relationship. But outside of that, man, make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Don't forget to stop over to our brand store, man. We got a new collection that's coming out on May 9th, so make sure y'all stick around and check that out. Without further ado, let's get into it.
I was born by the water, raised in the cul-de-sac cliff.
Release your head. Do it again. Down. Up. Release your head. Do it 2 more times. Down. Up. Release that neck. 1 more time. Down. Up. Release it. Okay. Hands up. Forward. All the way down. Rock your hips back and forth. Get in there. Good. Squat. Stretch. Squat. Stretch. Squat. Stretch. 1 more time. Squat. Stay in the squat. Roll up. Roll up. Roll up. It was good. Hi. Hey, Jada.
Hey,
hi. So I went on a date yesterday.
Okay.
That happened.
Okay.
I did. We went to an escape room. Did I tell you who it was?
No. You tell me. Tell me again.
His name is Vi. Okay. And we went on a little date yesterday. It was our first date.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a freaking blast.
Right.
So I do like, so this aspect of the show, I do like where they're having a conversation with their friend, and it's kind of like a candid conversation, like camera's not around and that type of vibe. Because we seen what Sandy had to say about the dude that she was talking to, and it was very candid, and she didn't leave anything on the table except for when she went in front of the coach, and she left everything on the table at that point in time, and didn't take nothing with her. So it was kind of interesting. But how the case is, I'm eager to see how she said she had a blast. So I'm eager to kind of see what else she has to say about him. Also the date as well.
In this escape room too?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I said we did an escape room. It was like a murder? No. It was a temple.
Oh, like
we tried to break out of yes.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
Yes.
That's a cool little icebreaker too.
Icebreaker. Yeah, we was in there goofing like, what do we do?
Mm-hmm.
What do we do? I don't know. But I had a freaking blast. He's funny. I think the entire time we kept it just fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of room to make jokes. I was in there actually acting a freaking fool, as I do. But I mean, like, outside of that, I think he took well to my personality, and I liked his.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And that's a good setting too. It's like,
I mean, don't you ever want to be the fly on a wall after you have a date and then the girl is talking about you and talking you up to somebody else? Don't you want to be the fly on the wall and hear that? Oh my God. It feels good when a girl talks you up after the first date, man. It just makes you like them even more. Like, have y'all dated a girl that told you, like, yeah, I was talking you up to my homegirl and shit like that? Like, tell me what you said. Like, you get geek because it's like, I want the candid conversation when I'm not around. Cause I just get even more geeked about it. Like, oh shit, she talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't tell me y'all don't feel like that. Girls and guys, y'all know y'all want to be the fly on the wall when the dude or the woman talking y'all up. Let's be for real, right?
There's not too much pressure. You're just hanging out, doing stuff that you would like do with like friends and stuff. That's a good start.
Even afterwards, the conversation that we had was fire.
See, no, that's good. That's good.
Zai and Aaliyah, good to see y'all again, man. How y'all been?
Good.
I heard y'all went on the first date.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Come on, tell me a little bit about, which one did y'all do first?
The escape room.
Escape room?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I don't like being locked up anywhere. And I know y'all can, they'll let you out or whatever. But tell me a little bit about how that works, how the escape room works.
Sorry. They take us back to like one of the rooms they got available.
Yeah.
Lock us in, and then they start us off with a little bit of equipment, and then we just get started.
Wow. When you say they start you off with a little bit of equipment, what you talking about?
Just like a clipboard.
Clipboard.
Then like some settle hits.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't understand why people do that. Like, I'm asking you a question about the event, and you give limited details about what I'm asking you. He said, well, tell me a little bit about the skate room because I don't go into places where I got to get locked up. You say, oh, well, they give you a little bit of stuff, and then, you get started. That is a terrible description of what an escape room is. First of all, I'm not going to explain it, but I can do a better description. I would have had a whole conversation. I don't know why they get in front of this coach and then they be acting like they can't talk. Oh, explain nothing. Like I don't know, man. I just feel like this part of the show, they really hold back on the conversation and don't say all the things that they want to say, like tippy toe. I'm not saying them particularly, but they be tiptoeing. But we gonna see how they have the rest of their conversation.
And then at that point, it was just like put the hints together.
Okay. How long do they give you to? I'm guessing to break out. Like how long do they?
45 to an hour.
45 to an hour.
We got 30.
Oh, really? That was how. Dang.
So was it fun? I mean,
it was a lot of fun. It was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was really hard. We had to put our brains together.
It was a little deep. Even the worker didn't know how to solve it. She just came. She knew
how to end it.
Now,
like, here we go.
Yeah,
now, how did you get there?
Now, were y'all in there with other people or just in there by yourself?
It was just us.
It was just y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is good now. All right. So do me a favor then. Tell me some things you learned about yourself and together as a couple while you were in the escape room. Like who's the planner? Yeah. Who's the note taker? What did you learn?
She a planner for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Okay.
She's definitely a planner. I'm good. Notes. I can do that. Following to like what's next as far as like when it's time to do it. She's real good at that and quick.
Okay, good. Who was the person that was executing, doing all the stuff? So she's planning, you taking notes. Or did y'all execute together?
I think we did it together.
Equally though, like hands on, we was figuring that out.
Because there were things that he noticed that I didn't.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Did it together.
That's dope.
We made it work.
Come on.
We ain't get out though.
What are some that's good. What are some of the things that you saw about each other that you was like, you know what, I like this. Zai, you say, yep, I like these attributes about Aaliyah and vice versa.
He was goofy.
I remember from our first meeting, you said you like to have fun. So I'm guessing that's something that...
And I think I was being mean a few times. I feel like I was being mean.
You're very like, you understand it more than I was, you know. So,
yeah,
it wasn't mean. You just knew
took a few times. I was like, what are you even talking about right now?
Okay, good. All right. What are some of the conclusions that you like, or some of the conclusions that you're drawing about each other that you like? You know what? I like this about Aaliyah, or I like this about Zai.
I just like how she is under like pressure. It's not like too much, but I like how quick she is to understand and communicate through a situation.
Zai, you're a great listener. You're a great listener. I feel like I can talk to him, and just, I guess, be vulnerable, have conversations. I feel like the times that we have like went on dates, like we definitely like had fun together, but we were able to just talk, and I felt like you were being intentional.
So she said dates. As far as I know, they only been on one date. Where did the plural dates come in? Maybe that was just a slip of the tongue. But she definitely said dates with an S. Okay. All right.
Show it like the words I was saying. I like talking to you. So
how does that make you feel, like that he's a good listener?
Heard.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I'm definitely looking for, is feeling like safe in a space where my emotions or whatever that I'm saying matters. So kind of like, I guess on the calm side of things, like already seeing that he's intentional with listening to me is important.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I noted that.
Okay, cool. Zai, what's up with you? Same thing for you. What's up?
Oh, like I said, just how she handles those situations under pressure. Like she communicates very, very well. Very well. Right or wrong, like she communicates through it.
Okay, lovely. So it seems like there is a real genuine connection. Things are moving in a very good direction. What are some of the expectations or some of the things that you'd like to see more of moving forward?
Oh man, that is a good question. That's a good question. How many of y'all asked that question with somebody that you're talking to and say, hey, what are the expectations of some of the things that you would like to see going forward with us? You know, maybe you're 6 months into a relationship or into the courtship or whatever, or you're a year into the courtship or whatever, and you like, you know what? You know, what are some things that you like that I did? What's some things that you did not like that I did? What are some things that you would like to see more of? Like, just having those conversations, to me, gain so much more of an understanding of the relationship, of the person. And even if you ask that question like 3 months in, hey, what are some things that I'm doing that you like? What are some things that you're doing that I don't like? What are the expectations that you have for us? You know, where do you see us going from here? You know, and it all depends on what you're looking for. You know, you may be looking for a one night stand. Hey, by all means, do the one night stand. You may not be looking for nothing but casual dating. By all means, do casual dating. But for those that's looking for something serious, I really feel like this is a question that you should add to the list. At some point in time, within that first year, hey, you know, what are the expectations? Like, what are we looking for? So let's find out what they say.
First of all, will there be another date? I think I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. Will there be another date?
Will there be another date?
Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what are some of the things that you are looking forward to? What are some of the things that you have expectations for? Right?
I'll probably be looking forward to like getting to know more about her.
Mm-hmm. Are there specific things that you want to know more about?
Just like more of who she is, you know. I guess when things are calm, or like who is she if things are hard. Just being around her like shows that, or seeing her at practice kind of shows that.
Have you had the opportunity to meet friends yet, or maybe a family member or two?
No, not yet.
Okay. Is that something that we're looking forward to?
Definitely.
Okay, good.
Gotta be pop.
Yeah. Leah, what's up with you? What are you looking forward to? What are some of the expectations that you might have?
What I need to see, I guess, is like when those tough times or tough conversations come like in place that I need to still feel like you care about me.
Okay.
Like not just because I know that I'm going to put your point of view into perspective when I'm having conversations with you. Like I know that I'm gonna be thinking, okay, like what could he be feeling outside of just like what you might be telling me? And that's not necessarily to say like jump into conclusions, but more in the sense of like, you know, you might not feel like you're being heard, or you might not feel like, you know, because of however I feel that you might not feel like I'm receiving you all the way. So I guess in those moments, as much as I'm going to be making sure that like my thought process is like, how is he feeling? I want to feel that from you as well. Like I'm a big crybaby. So like when I get to crying, like how are you going to handle that and still move the conversation forward in a way that's beneficial for the both of us? Because like let's say I get to crying, like I don't want that to be the end of the conversation. Like but like I don't want that to be like the end of the conversation. Like, oh gosh, she's crying.
Yes.
I want you to like, I want to be seen that.
You know, I feel like this is a very authentic conversation. I know y'all like, you know, MNG, stop pausing. Like we want to watch it. I get that, you know, but I have to pause. You know, there's reasons. But I feel like this is a very authentic conversation. Like probably one of the most authentic conversations I've seen out of all the couples. Like, you know, they're really going into detail and the conversation about, you know, and they're answering a question. You know, there's no passive aggressiveness. There's none of that. Like this is really good.
This is making me emotional. And then I want to see how are you still going to lead us to that conclusion factor of the conversation. Like I just feel like there's always has to be a period at the end. Like, yeah, we did all this talking, but what does all that talking mean for us at the end of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this to the two of you. What I love most about watching the two of you operate, like I'm taking the two of you in, and I love the fact that when you're communicating, that there's always this solid eye contact. It's like these nonverbal, because we know that there's verbal communication, but there's also nonverbal cues, right? The way that we sit towards one another, the way that we may breathe, sigh, roll eyes, whatever the case may be. But there's always this solid eye contact that I see with the two of you. Like Ali, I always see that you're expressive with hands. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the message across the best way you can. And I love that about y'all. So communication, I can see, is not really going to be too much of an issue. But any ideas about where y'all might take the next date?
Canoeing?
No.
Yep, just going with the flow. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
I love it.
Ideas.
I love it. I love it. So here's what we're going to do. We can't wait to hear about the next date. I'm going to be here as a resource, and we'll continue having these conversations just to make sure that we operate in the way that we need to, all for the positive outcomes, and we'll see where it goes to next. But glad to have y'all sit here with me today, and I can't wait to hear about the next date.
Yay.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
This is gonna be my horse right here.
Okay.
We got little Bessie for you.
Bessie.
Little Bessie. Little Bessie.
Little
Bessie.
little bit.
All right, there you go.
Dang.
Oh my gosh.
There's more?
Me and Penelope are connecting. She keeps coming very close to me.
You're gonna take that left foot and you're gonna put it in here. Once you do that though, you gotta swing your leg up and over the side. Yep, lands off.
Hi.
This foot right in here.
Okay.
You swing your other leg over.
Oh, brother. Ooh. Ooh.
Now, this could either go all good or it can go all bad. You know, horses sometimes have a mind of their own, and you know they kind of vibe the way they want to vibe. You know, they'll run off, they'll knock you off, and you know there's really no telling what can happen here.
I'm up here.
And when we get out there, we'll get a moment where we can hop out and they can kind of be riding on their own. Just get them started. So best you do is put your heels down off of her belly.
Yeah, baby. Listen, I do this for real.
Oh no.
They can just feel it.
Oh.
They can feel your heartbeat from over 3 feet away.
Really?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess we need to be a little bit connected, huh?
How you get him to speed up? I ain't gonna do it. Oh, she feel when I want her to speed up?
Hear the thunder?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That looks so fun and calming and everything. Just one with nature and a horse. Yeah, that looks fun as hell.
You look so pretty, Beretta. Did you know that, girl? You look so pretty. We're gonna have
I be seeing them videos on my Instagram and stuff of people getting kicked. Yeah. My accident.
Where you going, Beretta?
That's the only concerning part.
Getting kicked? Well, that's why you're supposed to build a great connection.
They don't care. They don't care. Yeah, man, we gotta go ahead and get to the horse though.
I don't want one.
Look good on it.
Thank you.
Can you handle it?
I mean, yeah, with your help.
Huh? You getting them big, mighty horses. I'm not doing that.
You want me to do it by myself?
That big, mighty
That doesn't feel
horse.
very supportive of you.
Hey, this is enough. If you get this size, yeah.
This size is fine.
Huh?
This size is fine.
All right, for sure. We'll do that. I help out a lot.
Still want a white one, though.
You're going to make me take care of it, train it, do everything.
Yes, and then I'll just
you
come
go
and you
show
tell
up,
me what to do.
show up, come home, be like, yeah, I'm ready to ride my horse. We'll do
As
that.
long as I get to name it.
It was good while I had it.
That was fun.
That was.
I had so much fun. And then we got to meet the horsies.
Up close.
Hey man, I got a question. So what was the best second date that you've been on? Like for real, like what was the best second date that you've been on? And what did you do? And make it interesting. Like don't give me no, oh, we went to Applebee's and all this stuff. Like I don't want to hear that. Like I want to hear like a good date story. Like what did y'all do? Was it something exotic like this, like horseback riding? I mean, it's not really exotic, but you know, what did you do on the second date that was just like, you know what? This person's unique.
The shift isn't coming, it's already happening.
Up close. So what kind of horse do I want?
One that's too big that we really need to consider.
That wasn't the point.
That's a big point.
No.
You ask me to maintain it, me to look at it, care for it.
Yeah, what color?
Ooh, color.
That was a really easy answer.
No, it's not. It's not. Big horse. That's easy. Big horse. What color?
I've been telling you what color like the entire date.
No, you did not.
Yes, I have.
You spoke on it one time.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
I recall one time, but she did say it was white. I was paying attention.
I told you probably about 4 or 5 times.
He's spoken on
I
one
want
time.
a white horse.
A big, boned, muscle body, veiny white horse.
Yes.
Ooh, got it.
Great.
Sure, gonna take care of.
We.
You. I have my own. You're gonna take care of it.
Okay, I'll take care of my own with your assistance.
Made for pulling wagons.
With your assistance.
All right, we can do that.
Okay, great.
We can do that.
You promise. Locked it.
Hello, this is Candice Moffitt, and I am a licensed clinical mental health therapist, and I'm excited to be here today to just talk to you about dating and, what's really going on?
And there she goes. And she's talking to the lady too. So I'm very interested in disrespecting because she was gone and then she came back. So yeah, let's enjoy. Let's enjoy.
And so I heard that you went on a date with Rasheem, is it?
Yes.
And you say he goes by Professor?
By Professor.
Okay, can you tell me about the date and like how it went? What happened? What was your experience like?
Well, first of all, let me give you the roses and then I'll give you the thorns, okay? Because I love to do that.
Okay.
First of all, the weather was impeccable. Beautiful day. Really should have been an amazing time.
Yeah.
The ambiance was fantastic. We went to East Coast Wings. Shout out to them. They were fantastic. I had a delicious lettuce wrap that I probably had 15 times since then because it was just that good.
Yeah. So you went back.
Oh my goodness. That's the thing I remember most. I hate to say that was the lettuce wrap.
Uh-oh.
The date was, like I said, the weather was beautiful. Really just a really great day. I came and was just really excited to sit down with somebody who I felt like could be somebody viable. I mean, why not, right?
Right.
When I first came, it was very clear there were no fireworks. Okay, just from the beginning. It was clear it was no fireworks. But sometimes it's not, right?
Right.
Love is not what we think it is. It's not that feeling you get sometimes. Sometimes it's thing you have to work towards. So I'm okay with that, right?
Right.
So I was still like, okay, optimistic. Let's give this a chance. Let's see how this thing goes. The biggest thing I noted as soon as I sat down is like he was an instant jokester. Not like a ha-ha laugh here and there, but a constant joke. Like it was like a joke after a joke after a joke after a joke. So you really couldn't get to the meat and the potatoes of who he was because he never quite told you who he was. He just followed up with jokes, and some of them were a little spicy.
Okay. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What do you mean by spicy?
Yeah.
Like what's
I mean, but that's how it was when y'all first initially met. And y'all were having a conversation, and he was deciding between you and the other two young ladies. I mean, he had joke after joke after joke. So I mean that I felt like that was evident in his personality. Like I knew right then and there that's the kind of personality he had. So the fact that you didn't see it the first time, but you seen it at dinner when you actually sat down and had a conversation. I don't know. I felt like you could have sensed that from his first interaction, and you were kind of going back into it as well. So I feel like now that you're trying to have a serious conversation with him, I guess you're noticing now it's becoming more apparent. Like maybe that's something you should have addressed right then and there and had the conversation. Like, hey, do you joke all the time like this? Do you like ever like take things serious? I think that's the question that should be asked right there.
What does that mean? It seems I'm getting into the therapy part of things. It seems it was something, like deflection, when people, they tell joke after joke instead of calming down, relaxing, getting to know you. It seems like there was maybe something that he was hiding, possibly.
I felt like he is not the most confident person in the world.
Okay.
And that's okay. We've all had to work towards that place, right?
Wait a minute. Are you from up north?
Yes.
Okay. I can tell. You're very confident and she knows her stuff. She knows, so. Yeah. But I can tell just by your appearance and, your language and how your demeanor and everything.
I appreciate that. Good old Catholic school and the good old Northeast.
Right.
I'm telling you, School Hard Knocks will teach you a lot. Believe that. So I realized that he wasn't the most confident, but I wanted him to be comfortable. It's important for me to allow space for people when they're around me. I want you to be your best self, regardless of how you feel. I want you to know your space to be whoever you are. So I was like, look, just roll with it. And I remember him just joking, and I was trying to bring him back to the topic at hand. Like, let's really talk about why we're here, because there was a reach out to me to come here to talk to you. So what do you want to know? Do you want to know more about me? What do you want to do? And he was every other thing he said was a joke. Every other thing was not about him. Even when I try to speak about his daughter, who I think is probably a highlight of his life. And I think that's amazing. Okay. And I'm gonna give him kudos for that because he has an amazing daughter. I've never met her, but for just what he said about her, I know that he's very proud of her.
Gotcha.
And that's
fantastic.
Yeah.
But even then, he kind of joked a little bit more than I wanted him to. I'm a mom too. So you bring up my babies, I'm going to get a little serious. And I'm going to be very, very proud. And I'm going to speak very confidently about my girls because they are the highlight of my life.
Right.
So I just couldn't get him to be serious at all. And that was hard for me. I love to laugh. Everybody who knows me knows that I am a good time.
Yes.
However, I want to know who you are, not the jokes, not all that extra stuff. Who are you? And I remember I reached over and I put my hand on his hand, like, okay, let's calm ourselves down. Let's kind of settle a little bit.
How did that go over when you did that?
It's still, there was no connection. Like he just couldn't come out of that thing he was in. And I realized right then it was a dub.
Yeah.
Like that's how we say it. And we say in the Northeast, it was a dub. Like it's a wrap. Like there was nothing else. I don't have a lot of patience for that type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm a woman of a particular age.
Right.
I feel like
man, that gotta be hard to strike out twice. Well, I mean, it's her truth. So, you gotta live with it. That's another one down. So it's only 2 couples left in the running. So let's finish hearing what she had to say. But hopefully the other 2, do well. I mean, Ozzy, Aaliyah, and my man's they're doing good. So
I've done enough in my lifetime that when I walk into a room, you know I'm there. Yeah. And you should know the quality of person that I am. Yes. And if you would let that slip through your fingers, then you don't deserve it.
Yes. Tell me more about your previous love life. What are you coming from?
Oh my goodness.
The background. Give me the background.
I've been married most of my life.
Wow.
My most recent marriage was 17 years. My ex-husband was an amazing person. He still is. He was just not amazing for me.
Wow.
Okay. And
But he was amazing for 17 years? It took you 17 years to know that he wasn't amazing for you, but he was an amazing person? I mean, we're not here to judge, but I mean, since we're talking about it, but all right.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. Yeah. I learned a lot about who I could be in this world.
Yeah.
What I should be in a relationship, what I shouldn't be in a relationship. I take full responsibility. At times I was an enabler. I was not necessarily responsible in terms of how I loved him. I allowed him to make decisions and I allowed him to make excuses. And I acted like I didn't see it sometimes because I wanted to be in love.
Wow.
I didn't want to be right.
Just for the sake of being with someone. Is that right?
For the sake of being with him. I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved him. And I married possibility. Okay. I didn't marry who I was at the time. I married possibility. And I realized possibility will kill you.
Right.
What I wanted him to be was not who he wanted to be.
Gotcha.
And so I had to really concentrate on, instead of me concentrating on what I wanted him to be, I had to concentrate on who I could be.
Yeah.
And that's I started stepping into my courage and step into my gifts and who was I going to be in this world. And once I turned it that way, life changed for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was that moment like when you said, okay, like enough is enough. We've been married for 17 years. It doesn't matter how long we've been married, but I want something different for my life. I choose me. I choose to be happy. I choose to not look next to me and say, oh, this is a possibility. It could happen. It might happen, but it's not going to happen. So let me move forward. What was that moment like for you?
Oh, you went straight to it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are good at what you do. So I remember that day like yesterday. I was sitting down and I got an offer to go to Miami to speak. And it was the largest speaking engagement I've ever had. I was so excited. My dream is to fill stadiums all over the world. I don't want to be the backup act. Okay. I want to be the headliner. I want to bring on people who are just like me or fired just like me. And I want to make a way for them to change people's lives I talk about the power of positivity in your everyday life. So my brand is called Positivity Has a Purpose. As I'm building positivity, that's what I call her, because she's, that's my girl. So as I'm building her, I remember sitting down and I got this phone call I've been waiting for. And they were like, hey, somebody canceled. Now, this is the funny part. I'm always number 2, right? So the lady who they had booked canceled because she got laryngitis.
Oh, wow.
They're thinking about who can we get right now who is ready. One of the producers had saw me speak in a venue with 200 people. Yeah.
And half of them were drunk. This was in Vegas at a convention, and half of them were drunk.
Wow.
And she said, if you can speak to drunk people that way, she said, I swear I saw people getting sober when they were talking to you.
Not trying to downplay the story, but the question was, when was the moment you realized it wasn't enough and you had to move on? I'm just trying to figure out when we're going to get to that point. I know we're getting there. It's just we're taking a long way there.
Like, people were really, really focused on you.
Right.
Shit, if you can speak to those people, I know you can shut it down.
Yeah.
So this lady calls me. Her name is Dolores. Shout out to Dolores. And she said, your life's about to change today. And I said, why? She said, okay, first of all, I'm not going to tell you what the check is, but I'm going to tell you I have an opportunity. She said, can you be on a plane tomorrow morning? It was 11:30. She said, can you be on a plane at 8:30 in the morning? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, I'll do it. She's like, you don't even know what it is yet. I said, but I know you called. So when you call, I know it's a big deal. She said, I need you in Miami. I said, how many people? She said, 8,000. I said, what's the topic? She said, I don't know yet. I said, you're in business. This is what I thrive in. Give me one word. I can talk for an hour, 2 hours, anytime, anywhere, right? So I turned to him and I'm so excited. And she was like, I'm going to see the contract right now. She said, just look at the number. Tell me if it's enough. If it's not enough, right, just text me back and tell me what is enough. It was enough. So it was enough. Biggest payday I've had in a very, very long time. Probably half of what I make in a year. Okay. It was a good amount of money. And I turned to him and I was so excited. And I said, oh my goodness, I got to get to Miami. I'm going to speak to about 8,000 people tomorrow morning. And he was like, wait a minute. If you're gone tomorrow morning, then who's going to help me get ready for all the stuff I got to do tomorrow? And I'm like, no. The goal was always the goal. It was always arenas. Like, I'm about to be in an arena. Like, she told me, if you want to go.
And he knew this. He knew this about you.
And he was between jobs at the time. So it wasn't like he had to go to work.
Right.
And I said, I arranged for you to get a ticket. Are you going? Are we going? Yeah. Let's go. And he was like, I don't really feel like I want to go. I said, wait a minute. This is the biggest event of my life. Are you telling me you're not going? And he says, no, I'm not going. And pretty much gave me a choice. I was going to go there or I was going to stay with him. And that was kind of how it was sometime with him. And I gave up a lot of opportunities to be in that space.
Ultimatums is never good in a relationship. Ultimatums is actually pretty bad in relationships, because that means the person is steadfast on whatever decision that they're gonna stand on, and they expect you to side with them on that decision, regardless of the case. And in this situation, unfortunately, it sounds like this is something that has been happening over the course of 17 years of this marriage. And at the point that you receive a grand opportunity is when you decided that enough was enough. And sometimes it takes people to get to that point of success to know when enough is enough and that you have to leave. But it sounds like the signs were already there before your dreams started to manifest, before the check came through, before the contract, before all that. It was there. She is holding accountability and saying it was there, and she missed the signs, and she turned a blind eye. It was there, and she's owning up to it. Like, let's take a moment and take that in, that she's owning up to taking a blind eye to 17 years of what I would say is mistreatment and being overlooked and being downplayed and being, set into the back, into the shadows. I can only commend her for taking that accountability and then finding the strength to leave.
And I remember I got up. I was sitting on the side of the bed and I got up and I said, I'm choosing me today. And whatever that means when I get back, it's what it means. If my goal is arenas, if my goal is to change the perspective of people, if my goal is to really leave this world better than it was when I got here, I can't keep choosing you. I said, and you're going to have to get really used to sharing me with the world, because it's about to change fast. And I remember I got up, I was packing my bag. I told the girls, hey, I have one extra ticket. We're going to go to the booth. We're going to go to the ticket booth tomorrow. We're going to buy another ticket and we're out of here. My girls got ourselves together. We got on that plane and things changed dramatically. 8,000 people later, I don't think that I've ever had the same kind of thought process about myself.
Wow.
Seeing those kind of people know who I was when I got on that stage, seeing my name in those lights, it gave me so much thought process what my possibilities were. Yeah. And I think I changed in that moment how I allow people to handle me and how I handle myself.
I have chills.
Yeah.
Because it's just that one moment that changed your whole entire life. That
one moment of courage.
Yeah, one moment of courage for you to not be held back. But think of all the other times, like you said, that you just were held back. But you got tired of that. So when you're dating now, you already know. When the man even walks in the room, you know. I know you know.
I'm like, oh.
So let me ask you this question as we come to a close.
Yeah.
Who are you looking for? You say that you're looking for whatever's meant for you. You're attracting what's meant for you, right? But what does that man look like? Like who is this man?
You know what? It's so funny. My friends have told me, they said, do you even have a type? I said, it's about what his soul feels like, not what he looks like. What does his soul feel like? When he wakes up in the morning, I want him to have something, this deep desire that beats within his chest that he can't live without.
Yeah.
I want him to know what his purpose is. I want him to know God for himself. I want him to be able to hear his voice and recognize it and see his face when it shines on him. I want him to have, when he sees me, he's going to know I'm the one person he's been looking for his whole life. He will not be mistaken. I won't be a second choice. I'll be the only choice.
Woo!
And all the rings and the hair and the big old smile, he'll be like, that's what I've been looking for my whole life. He'll know me when I see him, and I know him when I see him. We'll know each other instantly. Our vibration's going to shine. So physically, what does he look like? I would hope he's taller than me. That would be great. I want to feel dainty.
Right.
I feel like, based on what she recently just said, that the reason why her and Professor didn't work out is because she just said it. I don't want to be number two. I want to be number one. So maybe that vibe that she felt from him and realized that there was no spark is because she was chosen second. She wasn't first choice. She was second choice. So maybe that influenced how she felt about the Professor. The pieces look, they fall in place. I could be wrong, but she just said it. She don't want to be number two. She don't want to be a second choice. She want to be his only choice. So along with the Professor, he chose someone else that failed. So he went back and chose her because they had a good connection. Now all of a sudden, from that having that connection, now there's no connection at all. Maybe that is what influenced. Maybe that I don't want to be second choice influenced your decision to not want to deal with him.
Age is not a big thing for me, but I just want his soul to be just beautiful. I don't want the world to have done to him what it's done to so many people out here.
Yeah.
I want him to be protecting his peace and holding on to his heart with everything he got. And long as he has that, I've got him.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
I love that. That is a beautiful thing. So as we sign off, this has been Candace Moffitt, the minister and therapist here, just talking to you about who you are, and you're just a beautiful soul. And I know that you're going to find him. You're going to find this man. He's going to find you. It's going to happen so effortlessly. It's not even going to be anything you have to try to do. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. He's looking for me, and I'm sitting here patiently waiting. Yeah. I know that that's how it has to be. I think that you have to be ready.
Yeah.
I'm in preparation for that person. And when he shows up, I'll know.
Yes, and you've done the work. So that's the other thing. You've done the work, and now it's time.
Man, that is interesting. It's interesting and sad all the same token because Professor, he ended up losing out. He ended up striking out twice. Like, it's crazy. But, maybe she didn't realize the signs at the first time, and then she realized the signs later on that first date with the Professor. So that's two relationships that's done. So it's only leave two left. And I really think that Aaliyah and the dude she's talking to is really going to hold out a lot longer than everyone else. and probably because they're younger, they're more open with their conversation, and more direct. So, but we will see. Amen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the content. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Tell me what you think about everything, man. We're gonna leave the original link to the link to the original video in the description, man. So make sure y'all definitely go ahead and check that out. Don't forget to go over to our brand store, man. We got that Mission Match sale going on, but we also got the shift that is coming. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. We are no longer seeking approval. We're demanding respect. I will catch you on the next go around.
The shift isn't coming. It's already happening.
Peace.
The shift isn't coming. It's already happening.